great stuff. Now, if you want to stick around, we'll do a little Q&A, and we'll go through the questions. Andrew says, any thoughts on the Link Bitcoin chart? I don't know if I can do that. I'm sure on other ones you can. Oh, I think you can. Hey, we can. Check this out. Let's find out. Good question. Link. So that's over a year. Let's go to 1 day. Look at that. So over 1 day, it'd actually be doing pretty good. Where is Link? Well, let's say 7 days. Doge Link, Dot Link, Tron Link, ICPXL, WIF Link, Op Link, Monero, ADA, AVAX. How about 14 days? Well, not too bad, actually. Over the last 2 weeks, I'd say it's about 60-40 split if you just would invest it into Chainlink. Although you'd be up 0.35%. Watch out. 30 days. Look at that. A lot of red. Not too many things beating you. How about 6.5 months? All right, well, you got me on that one. 200 days, and then what about the 1 year? You would be, actually, you'd lose out against if you bought ETH. Huh, interesting. Gotta take a look at this. Oh, come on. Chainlink. 1 year. I'll be damned. $6. I gotcha. $10. Almost doubled. Let's see. $6 to, oh, wow. Did a 3x. 18. Did a 3.5x. Good for Chainlink. Interesting stuff. So yeah, looks like Chainlink's doing pretty decent. All right. Where are we? Solid gear reviews. I don't think Rob has hope for this, so to say. It's all a gamble grows how well you think you can. T and all the jazz, can some unknown anomalies pop and you will be like, WTF. And this is what we looked at yesterday, as a matter of fact. We took a look at, okay, well, what if we just went down the road of traditional indices, S&P 500, and also some individual stocks like MicroStrategy versus just getting into Bitcoin. And we took a look at it. And as far as like a time horizon over like a year, I believe MicroStrategy actually beat out Bitcoin. But if you take a look at the 2, 3, 4 years, you're like, okay, not only does Bitcoin massively outperform these different stocks, it massively outperforms the indices. So for me, am I like super bullish on like the short term? No, I'm not. I don't think we're going to see any big, huge price appreciation unless some kind of major narrative comes out, you know, and like Bitcoin becomes the world reserve currency. Then you got me. Okay, that's good. But for me, I look at this and just go, I think we're going to keep going down. And if we keep going down, then what's my job? My job as an investor is to take a look at what is massively underpriced and take a look at the risk levels and just say, okay, well, as it starts, and if you're questioning like, what does this mean? There's a link in the description. It's on all my videos that I do. And it talks about the 4 or 5 critical videos to watch. And one of those is taking a look at dynamic DCAing. And I just used the risk levels. Like it went from, let me show you. I don't know why I just ramble on. It's just show everybody. It's much easier. Not this one. The risk levels, right? So if I come over here, as the risk levels go up, I'm not buying as much, right? If it goes up to 0.9 at 150,000, I'm not going to be buying as much as what I would do if I was at right now, 0.45. So if you want to take like a baseline, 0.5, let's say you put in $10 a day. If it goes to 0.4 and a half, Then you put in 15 bucks a day. Then 0.4, you put in 20 bucks a day, and so on and so forth. So you increase your buys as it goes down and decrease your buys as they go up. And then at some point you want to sell. Watch that video also in the description when and why I'm selling 80% of all my crypto. That's a good question. What's the best mid-cap alt? Depends on what your definition of a mid-cap alt. I don't know. Let's see. What looks good? I always relish doing these because as I pass by somebody's bag of crypto, they're like, hey, you missed mine. Sorry. Let me just phrase this, that I think most of these things, I'd say like 80% are going to do great in the bull run. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So let's say mid-caps, let's go below 50. Why are we going to? I think Bonk will do well because I own it. Phantom, sure. Theta has been around forever. It's one of those legacy type of ones, so we'll see. Thorchain seems to be doing some good things. I don't really know these. Algorand keeps going down, even though it's got some of the smartest people in the game. Pith Network, the Oracle on Solana. I don't know if it's actually even needed. Say, BitTorrent, Jasmy. I don't know one of these. Ondo, if it is truly backed by BlackRock and real world assets, sure. Celestia, I'm not really into it. And all these stuff. I mean, EOS is still in the top 100. That's amazing. Brett will probably do great because it is a meme coin on base, and people love meme coins for some reason. I mean, I like to gamble with them. That's fine, but you shouldn't be putting a lot in there. All this stuff. Dogs probably do great just because it's on Telegram with their near 1 billion users. I got to tell you, man, I don't know any of these. I mean, I know of them, like 1inch is decentralized exchange and Curve DAO, but I can't even give you one, honestly. I'm sure they're all 80% will do great. I can't tell you which ones they are, though. Most of mine are actually now in the top 50. It's pretty good. Let's see. Those are best advices. Sharing experience, comparing to now. Statements like these keep me sane in this madness. It is madness. Katie says, Peter Schiff still tweeting the same nonsense in a recent tweet. There was a debate between him and Jack Mallers. And I don't know why people tune into those debates. It's the same thing over and over again. Peter says that Bitcoin is a Ponzi, and the person he's debate saying it's not. And he never changes. So it's like, what's the point? It's like people are waiting for him to crack. Peter's not going to crack. He's going to believe that until the day he dies. Yeah. It's ICP as a crypto coin. Internet Computer Protocol or Insane Clown Posse, whichever you want to call it. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in Rob the Dan. Never see coffee on this channel. Yeah. I mean, no. Peter says, thanks for saying those ups and downs. We usually say that we were early. Are we really? I think we're getting into a later phrase. There are ETF in the US, 100 million holders of Bitcoin, and market cap in the trillions. Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, in 10 years, people will look back at us and go, boy, those guys were early. But are we really early? Not really. I think the people that were early were honestly the 2010 to 2013 crew. Those are the early ones for me. Memes are penny stocks, yes. Thoughts on SWE? Probably do really well. I know the team over at Coin Bureau really likes it. I met the guys over SWE last year in the Korean Blockchain Week. They showed me this tap game that they had. It was like Sudoku, essentially. And you just tap on things. And they said, every tap that you do is a on-chain transaction. I was like, wow. I don't know why you did that, but it's pretty impressive because that's a lot of transactions. And it didn't go down. But the question I always had was, well, how many people are playing this? But we'll see how it goes. What about Tucker? Entertaining videos they do. The token, sure, probably do well. Facts, my bags cost money. This is interesting. Total Nostoka. Speculation index on Caprio flash 14. Usually anytime it goes over 10, alts rally for a few weeks and few hundreds of percentages. Bookmark this comment. We'll see. So from this point, you're saying from this point today to the 9th of September, all the way to 23rd, we're going to see 100% gains in some altcoins. All right. Let me see how that works out. And of course, there's going to be one altcoin in the top 300. People will say, look, told you it was that one, even though the other ones went down 50%. Who knows? How was Monero in price? Doing pretty good, even though it gets delisted. But, you know, they stuck to their guns. They didn't bend the knee, that's for sure. Thoughts on Bitcoin L2 nodes? The Bitcoin Layer 2 solutions, I think, are the solution for Bitcoin. I think one being core. And even like, I know like a lot of the maxis don't like that. But I mean, even Michael Saylor talks about how, you know, if you want a digital ID, the best place to do that would be on Bitcoin. And if we have layer 2 solutions, and if we have the different applications like the NFTs essentially on Bitcoin, we can do a digital ID and we can make this work. And a lot of people didn't like that, but it is true. I just see like Bitcoin is the most secure, the strongest computerized network in the entire planet. And I think if we can build layer 2s in that, then that's where the action could potentially be. But again, maxis don't want that. They want just to be that store of value, just to be that hedge against inflation, just to be that finite source. I get it. We'll see. Let's see. Just thinking, this time next year, no more Rob to watch. Will your 80% sell downstream be a party or a somber affair? Be a party for me. I don't know about you guys. But yeah. So like once I sell, I step down from this channel. Yeah. And then I don't come back until the bear market because nobody needs me in the bull. I think that's where all the screw ups happen. People get overheated, overhyped, and then I know what'll happen. I'll sell, I'll do the video, and of course, I mean, you guys will get it, but the new people that come in that do not call me Rob, that call me Dan, that were like, this guy's retarded. This guy, I can't believe he would do that. That is the dumbest thing of all time. And maybe they're right. But I will never hit the tops. And just like Baron Rothschild said, I made all my money by selling too soon and never buying the absolute bottoms. Ah, there we go. Ordinals, that's what I was trying to say. The ordinals. Just got here. Dad's DeFi space. That's good. Rusty Bot, 0.25 or 0.5 basis point rate cut. Is it next Thursday? It's the 18th. Is that right? Fed rate cuts. Let's see. We can take a look at the Fed watch. Let's see. Yeah, 70-30 split. Or just a 25 basis point cut. Yeah. Target rate probably was for 18th September, 2024. What is that? Is that a Monday? Or a Wednesday? Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. So we'll see. Good times. Good times. You're my top indicator. When you're out, I'm out. Hopefully you're like, well, maybe you think that I held on too long and you do something else. Or maybe you think, that guy sold too early. But I think when I do that, it'll make people think like, well, you know, this guy sold and he actually told us, as opposed to like everybody else who lies to my face and says they never sold and they're diamond handsing, even though they've dumped on me. Maybe I should think about selling and taking some profits. That's not bad. Yeah, maybe that's, Clint, you're right. Those debates are kind of goofy. I guess they're good for newcomers. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's like people are looking for, like, what's my response when somebody says, you know, Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin is a scam. Bitcoin is backed by nothing. maybe if I watch this debate, I can pick those things up. So I guess that's true. Quit time. How do you feel personally the sentiment right now compared to previous cycles? Right around now is when it started to suck, as I remember, in 2020. And I had just started my channel in like the end of 2019, early 2020. So around now, it was just a weird time because like we were going full money printer and the stock market was rallying and we were kind of being a little bit of a laggard on September. But I remember, and this was actually around the time it was the presidential debates. This is when it was Trump versus Biden. And everybody was more like focused on that kind of aspect. Then October, November was doing really good in 2020. And then we got the news, correct me in the comment section, but I'm pretty sure between October and December was when Tesla said they're going to actually accept Bitcoin for payments of their vehicles. And that took off towards the end of the month in December. I think we went from, in December, I want to say we hit all-time highs in November, which was like 20,000. Because remember, this is the last cycle. And then towards the end of December, we're like at 29,000. Let me see if I can remember that correctly. Let's go past all this nonsense. Bitcoin. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, October. So we came down here from March. Remember, pandemic. June, July, August. June, August. And then we had this crappy month called September. Look at that. We dropped like 12%. Just like how we did it recently, right? We went from, a nice little uptick till we dropped down to 10,000 from almost 12. And then we went sideways. September sucked. We had a little bit of an uptick, then a crash or a pullback, as people call it. I don't want to say crash because everybody's like, it's not a crash, it's a pullback. All right, sounds good. Then September, boring. Then October, all of a sudden things started to turn around. And then we started to see some big pushes, pullbacks. October, then we're really taking off. And then we saw this, 13,000. Super Tuesday was around this time when we vote for the President of the United States. We got a winner. The markets realized, okay, it's going to be Biden. Great. And then we're off to the races. 20. Oh, this is November. Let me keep going. Oh, yeah, look at that. Memory's still there. 28,000 on December 30th, 2020. 29,000. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. So, yeah, this part sucked back then. It sucks now. To answer your question, that is it. That is how it goes. All right. Would love a debate with Goofy. Rob lies. He is our father. I doubt it. Can't afford that kind of child support. Let's see. Kranskinator. Ordinals can be pruned. Meme pool layer. SRC20 stamps sit with the UTXO and apparently can't be pruned. Did not know that. Interesting stuff. Pilgrim says, started buying crypto in April 2021. Welcome to the party when everything's popping off. I did the exact same thing in 2017. I started buying in November of 2017 and everything took off and I was like, I'm a genius. I knew it. And everything crashed. Bitcoin, ETH, Cardano mostly. Same. Continued buying all the way to all-time highs. Was buying Bitcoin at 16K. Nice. Wow, that's even better than I did. Good for you. Buying ADA weekly these days. Sold all my stocks. Pretty good. Yeah, because when everything crashed, I had to come to Jesus moment with myself and said, do I really know what I'm doing here? Because I keep doing like big, huge chunks. Maybe I should do this thing called dollar cost averaging. Trump is leading on poly market. I don't know if, like when I go to poly market to take a look at that and to actually gamble, essentially, is that it doesn't allow me because I'm in the United States. besides you who have a VPN, does anybody in the United States, can you guys use Poly Market? What I'm talking about is this. Poly. Yeah. Oh, come on. 74% to 26%. Oh, we're talking about for Senate. Okay, I can see that. Presidency, 5147. But yeah, when I want to like when I log in to use my MetaMask, this doesn't let me. It says you're not in a blah, blah, blah. So you're doing in the United States, and we hate Americans. Oh, well. Check Manifold Market, not just Poly. Let's see. Manifold. Manifold prediction markets. Sorry, if I want to see this. I didn't know this existed. 5049. Well, that's not helping. But some people still believe Joe Biden is going to come back. And some people believe that Tim Walz will make it somehow. Whatever. This is funny. This is really funny. First Trump-Harris debate prop bets. Harris says unburdened. Okay, now we're talking. Harris for the woman with men. Trump says laughing Kamala. Harris mentions Trump's age. Ooh, that's good. Will Joe Biden pardon Hunter Biden before January 21st? That's a good question. I think he's up for like 15 to 20 years in prison. This is a pretty cool price. Pretty cool site. I have to save this. Thank you. Lunatics. Yeah, that's true. And that's a great way. That's a great segue. I have to agree with 1804 Crypto. We are all lunatics, but I think we're lunatics who I think we know where we're going. So anyhow, everybody, thanks so much for stopping by on a Sunday. Appreciate you. If you like everything on your way out, thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. That's it for today. See you guys for the rest of the week. We'll do a live stream tomorrow, but that's it. Thanks so much, everybody. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Adios.